The Bible-thumping wingnut left a comment on my video about God expressing regret about creating human beings that said the Bible was using anthropomorphism. It was attributing human characteristics to God. I guess he intended to convey that the attribution of the characteristics was metaphorical and God didn't really feel regret. I will often point out to biblical literalists passages in the Bible that seem absurd if taken literally, and they sometimes ironically respond that they are not actually supposed to be taken literally. For example, the Bible says that the earth rests on pillars, but I've never met a biblical literalist who believes this to be literally true. When Jesus said, "I come not to bring peace, but a sword," I don't think biblical literalists usually take that to mean that Jesus had an actual literal sword that he brought to the people of Judea. Instead, they say this is poetic imagery. In other words, these are metaphors. Answers in Genesis says, "We know that the earth does not literally have foundations and a cornerstone like a building. Instead, God uses this figurative language to create a mental picture for Job." So how are we to distinguish between passages which are metaphorical or allegorical and passages which are to be taken literally? One literalist told me that it's obvious when something isn't meant to be taken literally. But what seems obvious to me doesn't seem as obvious to the literalist. It seems obvious to me that Jonah couldn't literally survive in a whale for 3 days. It seems obvious to me that a snake couldn't literally tell Eve to eat some fruit. It seems obvious to me that a woman cannot literally be made out of a rib. If the whole thing about the earth resting on pillars is a metaphor, then why is it such a stretch to suppose that most of Genesis is a metaphor? Why would it be improper to suppose that the whole book is figurative language used to create a mental picture for us?